Welcome back, student. Student, we are discussing about the hackers and cracker. That is one of a type of the perpetrators. In previous session, we will discuss about the different type of perpetrators, and now their motives are also discussed briefly, but now in detail we discuss the hackers and the crackers. Fine. Right now, let's start it. What is a hacker? Normally, in previous, as you will discuss, that have a basically try to limits of the system, gain publicity. Main objective of hacker is this one, that they want to just they are interesting. You say they are interested to test the limits of system, gain publicity and resources. No doubt available is the limited, but sometimes level of risk taking acceptable to prepare is a minimal, and the frequency of attack is a high. Okay, that is the primary reason of hacker and cracker. Both thing is that in a if we talk about the cracker, they are the cause problem, till date, and the prompt system corrupt the system. Hacker test the limitations. Just they want information system out of intellectual custody. Mean to say, they just view they have whether they can gain access easily or not, and how they forgo, and how they can damage the system and can get a overall like already we discussed that he wants they are interested in a system and gain publicity. They have at least a basic understanding of information system and security features, and much of their motivation is come from the desire to learn even more. They are just want to learn the uh, infrastructure, information system of the organization for the publicity, and you can say normally some hackers are just then um, just for their publicity, announce that we have some data, we can hack the system. Okay, the term hacker has evolved over the years, leading it is a negative uh, connotation today rather than the positive one it used to have. While there is still a vocal minority who believe that hackers perform a service by identifying security weaknesses. Just one of our main thing is that hackers normally perform the services. They want services that then organization will be realize about the security weaknesses. Okay, mostly people now believe that hacker does not have the right to explore the public and a private network. Yes, and some hackers, that's a smart and talented, but technically that is a inept and are referred to as a lemur thief. It is by more skills hacker. Surprisingly, hacker have the wealth of available resources to hone their skills. Online chat group, websites, downloads, downable hacker tools, and even hacker convention. They can get the information from there. Okay, the that is the hackers, and now we move on the next slides. Discuss the another type. Okay, yes. Now the malicious insiders. It is a major security concern for companies. Is the malicious insiders an ever present and extremely dangerous adversary. Companies are exposed to wide range of fraud, risk. You know, they are including diversion of the company funds, theft of assets, fraud connection with the bidding processing, invoice and payment fraud, computer fraud, credit card fraud. That is a different fraud, different example that company need to be exposed to the wide range of risks. Not surprisingly, fraud that occur within an organization usually due to the weaknesses in its internal control procedures. Usually, insiders are extremely difficult to detect or stop because they are often authorized to access the very system they abuse. Although insiders are the less likely to attack system than outside hacker or cracker, are the company system are far more vulnerable to them. Like Arabian Oil Company, Aramco. Aramco is the state-owned oil company of Saudi Arabia. Maybe the next, I guess that is the example. Just wait. Yes, it is an example, but that is another example maybe. But anyhow, I'm talking about the Saudi Arabian oil company. It's on approximately one of a fifth of the world oil reserves and employ more than 55,000 workers in 77 countries, 77 different on a worldwide 77 countries. And their operation is they are doing their operation, and on a 55,000 employees are doing work. But in 2012, the firm was a victim of the cyber attack that erased data on about 30,000 of its personal computer. I mean to say 30,000 personal computer data will be erased. Security experts believe that the attack was led by a company insider who had privileged access to the Ramco Ramco network. There are several steps that we can be minimized, but the example an employee account payable might engage in a collusion with the company supplier. Each time the supplier submit an invoice, the account payable employee add $1,000 to the amount approved for the payment. The inflated payment is received by the supplier, and the two split the extra money. Insider are not necessarily employees, they can also be a consultant and contractor. The risk tolerance of the insider depend on whether they are motivated by financial gain, revenge on their employers, or publicity. Here is a some step we need to be discussed. There are several steps to organize can be reduce the potential for attack or from insider, including the following: inside attack, how we can uh, normally save our company, how we can reduce it. Perform a true background check as well as a psychological and drug test of candidates for sensitive position. Establish an expectation of regular and ongoing psychological and drug test as a normal routine for people in sensitive position. Establish an expectation of regular and ongoing psychological and drug testing as a normal routine for people in sensitive position. Carefully limit the number of people who can perform sensitive operation and grant only the minimum rights and privileges necessary to perform essential duties. Carefully limit the number of people who can perform sensitive operations and grant only the minimum right and privilege necessary to perform the essential functions. Now the next, Define job roles and procedures so that it's not possible for the same person to both initiate and approve an action. Similarly, periodically, periodically rotate employees in sensitive positions so that their unusual procedure can be detected by the replacement. Job rotation. Concept is a job rotation. Immediately revoke all rights and privileges required to perform old job responsibilities when someone in a sensitive position move to the new position. Implement an ongoing audit process to review the key action and procedure time to time. That is a basically different step that is caring and uh, organization can reduce and can be saved the attack from the insiders. Okay, if they are switching the job, if they are remove the confirm the background information investigation, all different things that already we discussed. Now, student, uh, we will talk about the industrial spies. Industrial spies use the illegal mean to obtain trade secrets from the competitors. It is also a, normally some people are involved. Normal thing is that it is a just industrial point of view because the competitor are interested much to uh, want to know about the trade secret. Every organization want, but investors were use the illegal mean to obtain the trade secret from competitors. In the United States, trade secrets are the protected by the Economic Espionage Act of 1996, which make it a federal crime to use the trade secret for one own benefit or another benefit. Trade secrets are most often stolen by insiders, such as the disgruntled, disgruntled employees or ex-employees. Competitive intelligence is the legally obtained information gathered using source available to the public. Information is gathered from financial report, trade journal, public fillings, and printed interview with company official. It is a competitive information, and especially the competitor want to know about the and if anyone, any IT officer, any hacker is the uh, display these kind of information to overall on a public, it will be a problem. It will create a problem. Now, it is an industrial spy we are talking about, but right now we will be discuss about the cyber criminal. Cyber criminals is an information technology provider, a new or a highly profitable venue for the cyber criminals who are attracted to the use of information technology for its aid in reaching millions of potential victims. Cyber criminals are motivated by the potential for the monetary gain and a hack into the computer to steal off by the transferring money from one account to another, leaving as a hopelessly complicated trail for law enforcement officers to follow. Main aim is that they just want some profit and some in the fund, potential fund, monetary fund to gain and hack the computer to do some this kind of transactions. Okay, and Let's move on to next. Then cyber criminal also engage in all form of computer fraud, stealing and the reselling credit card numbers, personal identities, and cell phone ID. Fraud rates are highest for the merchant who sell downable software, downloadable software, or expensive items such as electronic and jewelry because of their high resale value. Fraud rate are highest for the merchant who sell down, downloadable software or expensive items such as electronics, jewelry, because that is a high demand, high resale value. Okay, fine. Now I'm talking about the hackers, not the hacktivist and the cyber terrorist. Hacktivist is a combination of a word hacking and activist. Activism is a hacking to achieve a political or a social goal. And the hacking to achieve a political and a social goal are cyber terrorists launching the computer-based attack. They are basically involved in a computer-based attack against other computer or a network in an attempt to immediate or force an organization in order to advance certain political and social objectives. They just are doing some political and social objective they want to achieve, then the attack against other computer to network. Let's move on to next slides. Cyber terrorists are the more extreme in their goals than the hacktivists, although there is a no clear demarcations line. Because of the internet, cyber attack can easily originate from foreign countries, making detection and retaliation retaliation much more difficult. Now, again, class, it is a cyber terrorist and actor wisdom and hacker wisdom and cyber terrorist, and we discussed different uh, type of perpetrators who are basically name of hackers, crackers, cyber terrorists that are involved to hack the system of the end users, companies, and get some benefit. It may be the political benefit, some publicity, some financial. Okay. Now we are going to be end this session, and Allah Hafiz. Take care.